In this video, I'm going to show you a full breakdown of the new Bullx platform. Bullx is the platform which I've traded on and I've made millions of dollars using. Now they've given an update. They've added some features like Nova. They've added some features that you might also see elsewhere, like Potion, like Twitter trackers, things that you'd normally pay a lot of money for. They've added it completely for free. So I want to show you some of the new updates. First, we have moved from NeoVision over to Hypervision. If you want to get access to this beta, all you have to do is join the link below. Then once you have joined Bullx and you skip the waitlist, you click this settings icon over here and you turn on this Ustream V2. This will give you the fastest orders, the newest updates, and it will allow you to use new features like the Twitter tracker, which I'll show you later on as well. This is absolutely amazing because when you use the hyper section, you can now see very clearly dev holding and dev sold. You can also see whether people have reused Twitter accounts multiple times in the past. We'll have a look and see which ones have used them multiple times. So you can see this project here has used 2 Twitter accounts. Simply by scanning, we can see, and that's probably a bad sign for the project, which is the reason why it's only a 30k market cap. Normally, you'd have to join a Discord server and use a different bot that you probably have to pay for to use it. Now you can see that for free inside of Bullx. Amazing stuff, and it's great to see them updating it. Another thing is migrated tokens. So you can now see how many tokens a dev has migrated, which shows you how successful a dev is. They've migrated multiple tokens and they haven't migrated this one. Well, it's probably a good idea to at least take a look at the project. This is just one of the many features, which is why I really like Hypervision. Another thing is when you look at a project, what they have done now is they've allowed you to add overlays and actually move them around. So you can see you can actually move this around the screen and it's going to stay active. Whereas normally before this would just be an alert box and you'd have to open it every single time. Whereas now you hit open, which means I can go ahead, look at my positions, and then go ahead and trade these tokens as well. Now, the next thing you can do, you can go ahead and you can check out Twitter tracker. Now, Twitter trackers make a lot of money. The reason is because whenever Elon tweets, whenever Trump tweets, or whenever there's big things going on Twitter, these things tend to get turned into tokens, and they can send to, well, anything. You know, some have gone to multiple millions, you know, simply by a tweet. So if you have a Twitter tracker, you have a significant advantage on the market because you can see what you want to look at. Now, Bullx has added a specific section on the left-hand side called the Twitter tracker section. Now, when you click that, it's going to open up this new dashboard. Eventually, you're going to be able to have your own following feed as well, which is going to be massive. Right now, they've just took the liberty of posting all the big Twitter accounts in related to crypto and allowing you to have a look and scroll through it. One interesting thing that you can see, and shout out TCAT as well, getting support from the Ton chain, is you can click this and it will open it up as a panel. Now, with your panels, you can open it up in a new page by clicking this button, or you can actually lock this as well, and it's going to show up over the whole entire screen. What I like to do is I like to unlock this. I like to keep it open in this page. Then I'll open this up on a page. I'll make this a little bit smaller. And then what you can see is it shows up in the left third. Now, if you're using something like, Mac, you can obviously pin this to the side like this. Make it a little bit smaller, okay? And then what you can do, you can go ahead and you can go and join another page as well. So let's say we open up another page here. Then we can make it into a left third. So we can have our Twitter tracker out here like this. And as you can see, it shows up in a nice feed. So constantly I can see and scroll through Twitter. And then in this page, I guess you guys already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up Bullx Neo. So in this page, I can keep this open. I can have my Twitter track on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, normally I have the VC from the trenches. If you don't know about the trenches, you can find a link for that in the description. There's over 15,000 people, again, completely for free, that you can learn and trench with. So if you like to find the communities, it's probably the best place to find alpha. Now, while I'm on this Bullx Neo site, and I've got my new creations about to graduate, and I'm scanning the market, looking for the best memes, maybe I'm on Hypervision. I can actually open up the alert section, put it in the corner, and now this is my new dashboard. So instead of just having one thing, I've got Twitter tracker on the left. I've got my alerts of all the wallets that I'm tracking in the middle. Then I've got Neo Vision and the ability to see everything in one specific section, all in one place without having to pay any monthly subscription. Now you probably think, okay, that's it, that sounds great. But it gets better. So now they have updated your main page as well for Bullx. What you can do is if you click this button over here, you can open up your order book. Now your order book is very, very powerful. What it actually allows you to do is see all the recent orders and filter by the amounts that you want to have a look at. You can filter by 1K, 5K, or 10K. Or if you reset it, you can just see all of the orders. This is super important because normally we would have that at the bottom of the screen, right? And this would be normal. But when you have it on the right hand side, it's much easier to actually see. And then it allows me to pull this down to the bottom, have my chart as my main screen. And then I can also pull up my alert section and I can move that to the far right where my camera is right now. But normally for you, you can just put it in the right hand side. That way you can see all of your alerts. Then you can pull up something called Instant Trade. Now, Instant Trade you can see right next to where my camera is here, the Instant Trade section. And you can see now they have updated Instant Trade. What they've done is they've added more custom icons. So I have a fee for low fees, high fees, and crazy fees, depending on the market and the tokens and how volatile they are. I go to the bottom of my screen over here, and it will actually tell me the current bribe fee. Well, actually, they've moved it to the top right. You can see it says 0.0015, and the bribe fee currently is 0.0037. So my low fees, you can see, is actually a little bit higher, but 0.01 and 0.01 bribe. My high fees are 0.05, 30% slippage, and 0.05 bribe. And my crazy fees is just 0.1 for everything. Okay, so you can see there's a difference. And when I'm trading actively, especially when there's new tokens, we might be scanning, doing due diligence, moving between it, buying the token, selling the token at different levels. Well, I want to be able to switch between different fee structures because if it's a very volatile token and I want a good entry, I'm going to have to pay a little bit more expensive fee. But if I'm just trenching, I'm just buying tokens, and I want to keep a lower fee. It's going to make it a lot easier for me. Now, another thing that you can actually do, okay, regarding using this section is you can go underneath this section over here. You can click the filters section. It's going to open up a drop down menu. You can filter by smart money, so you can see all the most profitable traders, people that have been profitable in the past, or whether they're buying or selling the token. You can filter by bot users. These are people that use Bullx, GMGN, Trojan, etc. You can filter by the devs tokens as well. Okay. You can also see what snipers have bought and are still holding the token. Then you can see following and insiders. Now, if you use following, this will show you the following that bought the token. So let's take a recent token which is popping off right now, which is this SSE. Okay, nobody really knew if it was real, but what you could see, okay, by the way, the only reason why I'm not in this, I was getting a shave, right? Well, as you guys know on stream, I don't miss these things. But as you can see, if you go to the filter section over here, you go to the following section, you see there's two specific people in here. Now, if you go to the top traders section, you can see already 4 of the wallets that we follow have already cashed out, 6 figures, okay, and then high 5 figures for these guys, right? So it's very, very good to see this because when the token is taken off, this might be a little bit overwhelming. Okay, when you've got all of these icons. These icons are called your wallet trackers. If you want to learn how to wallet track, join the trenches link in the description. We'll teach you how to wallet track as well. I also have YouTube videos on it. But if you go to the display options over here, you remove wallet tracking section, you can still see the wallet tracking in the right hand side. This is extremely bullish because again, it means I can have my chart all the way out like this. I can still have my alert section over here as well. And now, relaxing in one breath, I can see everything that I need to see. I can see what my whales are buying and selling. Okay, which these guys are the main people which influence the market, not the people buying 0.1 SOL that are probably going to sell at a loss. You can also see on the right hand side, we can also see what people are buying and selling if they're on different coins and see what their activities over here. On the left hand side, we can see all the different recent news and announcements which is going on Twitter, which is a main place for crypto information. So Bullx have done an amazing job and they're constantly like relaying new information. This is what's needed because competition creates innovation. So the more competition between Bullx, GMGN, and Nova, the better, because that's going to allow more innovation and it's ultimately better for users. If you look at something like Pump Fund, the reason why Pump Fund haven't innovated and done anything new in recent times because they haven't really got much competition. They own the market. But that's not the case when it comes to these types of platforms. So it's really good to see Bullx building new things, taking on user feedback, and also becoming one of the fastest bots right now inside of Telegram. This is one of the fastest order fills that I've seen in recent times. Now, there's one last thing which I wanted to save the best till last, and that is sniping. So you can now snipe tokens that are newly bonded, right? You can snipe tokens that are bonding just like you would use on Nova, for example, but you can do it right inside of Bullx. This is something which is mind-blowing, and it's very surprising that they actually integrated this thing. So there's no tokens bonding yet. Okay, I'll give it a minute and see if any tokens decide to bond, or maybe we'll actually just bond one. Let's have a look. Let's see if we find one at a high market cap, and for the sake of the video, we'll send it to bonding. You got fart for all, this one, fart language model, 47. That's holding nothing. We need one in the 60s. We need one in the 60s or 70s. I've got this one at 73k. This is definitely a rug as well. Do we bond the rug? This is funny. Okay. So we should be close to bonding now. Here we go. This is all for your entertainment purposes. 84 is the bonding amount. There we go. So now what you can see is this token is now bonded. Now I can click snipe now. I can click sell snipe 100%. I can put it on fast, custom, priority free. I can put out 0.05, where I can pay a little bit more. That's about 0.1 Solana. Okay, and I can auto sell this token straight after bonding. At the click of a button, I haven't have to do anything. I can also, if I didn't buy this token before and I wanted to snipe it, I could buy this token as well. Now this is absolutely massive because a lot of the money that I've made on this channel comes from sniping bondings, right? Or even buying before and getting out on the first transaction post bonding, right? This is very, very important for anybody who wants to trade. You have to know these types of skills, how to use Twitter trackers, how to snipe, how to do due diligence, because ultimately the space is getting more and more advanced, and the people that are just buying things and waiting for people to put things on the plate, well, they're becoming the exit liquidity. And you want to make money. You don't want to be the exit liquidity. So if that's the case, I recommend going out, checking out Bullx, learning this platform for yourself and having fun. This video has showed you exactly what you need to know about the new and recent updates from Bullx Neo and the fact that they are innovating and becoming better. They've added Twitter tracking, wallet tracking, automated orders, hypervision, sniping, everything that you need to have success as a beginner, intermediate, and even advanced tools right now for making money with crypto. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If it's your first time watching this channel, please like and subscribe. And I'm gonna get back to the stream now as well. So guys, if you have any questions, go ahead.